We are truly living in a time full of uncertainty and increasing panic with the world being upended. And there are many byproducts of self-isolation from friends and loved ones, but one of them is anger. Now, it's been hard for me to keep my simmering, unchecked rage to a low boil during this quarantine, and the first step to overcoming that is to admit that I have a problem. Now, one of the things that's really helped me to tame that monster within was one of the stress balls with the faces on them. You know, like those soft little baseball shaped ones that have those cute little anime eyes twinkling at you and those toothy grins smiling at you? Well, I find them haunting because they're always supporting you and cheering for you during your worst moments. I have been calling unemployment since 7 a.m. and I waited 2.5 hours on hold for someone to pick up, and then they just hang up. This isn't the real you. Well, yes, it is. The federal government wants to make monsters out of people, so that's what I'm going to give them. You know that's not true, because you know how much you love yourself. Yeah, but it's not me who has the problem. You know, it's the entire world around me that has the problem. Well, just know that for every negative thought you have, there are hundreds more positive thoughts coming your way. Yeah, like from my wife and my family. And all they want from me is to be happy and to be full of love. And you're saying that I should take that love and share that with others, even when I'm upset? If I had arms, I'd give you a hug. You know, the one thing that still stresses me out are pets. You see, I have this love-hate relationship with animals. I love to pet them, but I hate the all-time sniffling, sneezing, aching coffee, stuffy head fever, never can get any rest, allergies. And there is literally not one single house that I can find that hasn't had at least one pet in it. And you know what makes it all the more frustrating is that I can't even have a peaceful day of health with my family when I travel back home for Christmas. Now, I've lived in my grandma's house for most of my childhood, and I guess somehow I built up a tolerance to the decades worth of pet dander from the 6 dogs and the 3 cats and the 2 ferrets that used to live there. But now there's just 1 cat, and I can't even make it through an afternoon without being hopped up on Benadryl, sinus pills, and inhalers. So with every visit, I feel like a meth addict without all the existential dread and lack of teeth. Now, if there's one thing that's truly keeping me level-headed, it's my faith. You know, I recently became initiated as part of the fancy bandwagon known as Catholicism, which, if my CPT is working right, should put me at about 2,000 years too late. But hey, better late than never, right? You know, I met my wife back in 2015 in grad school, and she's a Catholic, and I was very open-minded spiritually, so I started to go with her. I noticed the more that I started to go, the more welcoming everyone was. Yeah, they were like inviting me to their social events, and they, were talking up their organization and kind of explaining to me what their values and belief systems were. Actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of like joining a fraternity, but for like the salvation of your eternal soul. And like every mass is rush week. What's up? My name is Father James, and welcome to Delta Lambda God. Is this your first time here? Well, excellent. Well, come on in. The party's about to start. So we've had this house now for about 2,000 years, and in fact, we're the oldest fraternity in the world, and we are dedicated to our values of transforming men into men of service for the less fortunate, sharers of an everlasting love, and keepers of eternal humility. But don't just think that we just keep our noses in the books all day. I mean, we have parties like galore. In fact, here, you should drop by our Welcome Week Bazaar this coming Friday. I mean, like, we got rides, we got a clown doing makeup, we got, like, all you can eat pierogies. It's gonna be lit. And you can meet some of our potential pledges and members and get to know us a little bit more. Oh, there's the bell. I gotta get mass started, but feel free to stick around. Oh, and if you are sticking around, just to let you know, we can't let you in on the wine and the bread. It's kind of a members only thing, but hey, maybe we'll see you up there at initiation. God bless, bro.